Hello, good day, and welcome to today's newspaper review. My name is Ima, your host. I hope you had a good weekend, and the week has started good for us. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Niger Watch family watching me from around the globe. How are you today? I'd like to know how you are doing. In the comment section, I have shared the link for today's broadcast, and I'd like to see my people. Yes, I can see that. I'd like to see my people. How are you today? The comment section is Sonia Alex, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. How are you? Catches please. Good morning to you. The mummies of all mummies. Good morning to you, ma. Good morning, mommy diaspora. Good morning to you. Good morning, Israel Asemota. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning, Mr. Kennedy. Egbareba. Good morning to you. How are you? Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. As I said earlier, the link is in the comment section. If you'd like to join today's broadcast, please join. Please let's not forget to do the needful by liking and sharing this broadcast and also inviting someone. Also, very important, we need to turn on your notification. So whenever we go live, you'll be notified and you will join as they ought. Welcome to today's newspaper review. We'll be moving to the matter of today. Our first paper today is The Sun. The Sun newspaper. VP slot. Tinubu looks towards northeast, set to snub northwest APC governors as party keeps from. I think when it comes to this man, Tinubu, people are literally tired. Forgive me. The party, nobody is saying anything. Man, just pick whoever you want to pick and stop dancing. Stop dancing around the geopolitical zone, so to say. Fuel scarcity worsens in Abuja, not just in Abuja, in Lagos too. If you have fuel scarcity in your state, please indicate in the comment section because people think it's just in Abuja. It's I'd like to think it's more than just Abuja. Petrol scarcity, poor electricity supply ground businesses. We will sell PMS at 165 per liter, marketers are sure. Well, I bought fuel this morning for 200 here in Lagos, so we might want to have a unified price on this. 18 killed in Lagos Ibadan expressway crash. That's on page 5. Also, sorry about that. Again, gunmen abduct two Catholic priests in Edo. What is happening? Why are they killing our priests? Archbishop Kegama bemoans boldness of terrorists. Yes, the Archbishop Kegama bemoans boldness of terrorists indeed. Adeboye tax Christians on security vigilance. Armed robbery suspects meet Waterloo in Delta gun duel. Oh, that's good. Arewa group urges Buhari northern leaders to do something. PDP crisis. Stakeholders shop for Ayu's replacement. PDP's house, their house is still on fire. I'm not sure I wish them all the best on that one. Ohaneze gives Southeast governors marching orders on Ebube Agbo. Says it's time to activate regional security outfits. Accuses APC, PDP of treating Southeast unfairly. That's from Ohaneze. Moving away from that, we will be going to the punch. Before I proceed with the punch, I am appealing to you to please like as you're watching this video. There is, there are two signs there. You have the thumbs up and you have the thumbs up. Please click on the thumbs up. Please click on the thumbs up. You need to like this video so this broadcast can travel far and wide. Okay, punch. PDP orders panel to beg Wike. PDP orders panel to beg Wike Drop Okowa, governor's loyalists insist. The PDP just shows how disorganized and just it just says a lot about the party. If till now the flag bearer has not deemed Governor Wike fit to go see him and say something, they want to organize panel to go and beg Wike. I truly wish that Governor Wike would see the bigger picture here and not succumb to this. Ex-VP's price for picking Okowa over Wike may be to lose, reps and others. Rivers Governor, PDP's pillar, we will beg him not to defect, begs Board of Trustees Chairman. Replacing Wike with Okowa will create more crisis, say PDP chieftain. It is obvious that the PDP's house is in divide. One group is saying bring back Wike, you cannot use Okowa. The other group is saying the flag bearer is maintaining that he wants to still go for Okowa. I think they're used to eating their cake and having it. Well, I think this time around it's not going to be the same thing. IOC's divestment threat to Nigeria's oil sector from federal government. 28 die in Ogun, Yobe road crashes. Um, FRSC cautions night travelers. Yes, as many of you that travels at night, please pick wisely the bus you are going, and safety is everybody's job now, not just the security personnel. It's everybody's job. Years after, controversy surrounds 300 billion naira textile revival fund. Such money like this we cannot be saying yes. This is 300 billion naira, and years later there is a controversy surrounding it. We are not that rich. We are not that rich. Banks' assets rise by 21% to 64.32 trillion naira, says CBN. Nigerian adults with bank accounts 8.45%. Nigerian adults with bank accounts 8.45%. That's a really low. It's a really low number. It's a really low number for the youth. Just 45% of us have bank accounts. Please, let's do better. This is 2022. You don't need gun for self-defense, Adeboye tells Christians. Nigeria are now like war zone, Methodist Archbishop laments. It's good that we are speaking out. It's good that we are speaking out. Let's keep it coming. The Archbishop of Methodist is saying something. I just read something for Kegama. The Catholic priest too is saying something. Let our clergymen come out, because once they are done with the priest, they are going to go to the pastors. I hope they do know that. If we let it get to that point. So now we have to come together and do this. ASU strike enters 140th day. SERAP, others lampoon federal government. This federal government don't even give a two about the leaders of tomorrow. They don't give a two about the youth. And of course, when you look at the Senate, when you look at the House of Assembly, when you look at the governors, when you look at all of this, you have these old men in power. So of course, they would not even consider or look at this one. To them, leaders of tomorrow as the leaders of tomorrow are not the youth. They are rather the old ones that have been in power for a very, very long time. Look at Ekere Madu that has a case in the UK. They are running around doing everything possible to make sure that man comes out of it and, is brought back home. And, let's say they're trying to make sure that justice prevails. But what happens to the youth? We are the leaders of tomorrow. Nobody's saying anything regarding that. Before I go on, I would like to give a shout out to my panelist that is here. I would like to take a wild guess that this is Brother Nice, and that is because there is a change of name, but I really hope I am not wrong. Good morning, Justice for Brother. Please unmute yourself and let us know where you're calling us from. Are you with me, Justice for Brother Lefties? Okay, I guess.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir. Please, your name,
Yeah,
sir.
It's Brother Nice.
It's good to have you on the show, Brother Nice. Thank you for joining us. Please
Nice to see you.
Please keep following. I'll join you. I'll get back to you soonest. Thank you. Please mute your mic, sir. Hi, good day, Mr. Machiavelli. Thank you for joining this broadcast. It's good to have you here today again. Please unmute your mic.
Good morning, Ms. Ima. Thank you so much for this newspaper review today, and thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. I will get back to you. Please keep following us and kindly mute your mic. Thank you. We'll be moving to the next slide, and that's from Punch. Northerners won't back Obi, says Kwankwaso. Labour Party kicks Labour Party. Kwankwaso over the weekend has been dropping some delusional statements. I mean, saying Northerners would. Have you seen the campaigning? Have you seen the clamoring? Have you seen the way people are coming out for him, even the Northerners? Well, let's see how that goes. 2023, I am offering Peter Obi golden opportunity to be my VP, Kwankwaso. It almost seems like Kwankwaso is convinced that that Peter Obi is a mandate and he's a man for the job and all of that. And it looks like he's concerned and he would want him on that train. And he believes that the chances of Kwankwaso of Peter Obi becoming the president is impossible. And now to my panelists, Brother Nice. Do you think this is an offer that Peter Obi should consider? Do you think that there is any truth in this?
I don't understand your question. Can you repeat it, please?
Okay. This first slide says that it's going to be on the screen. So Northerners won't back Obi, says Kwankwaso. Then he's also saying that he's giving Peter Obi a chance. See, I am offering Peter Obi golden opportunity to be my VP. And we know that you need the backings of the North, especially the North. Do you think that this is an offer that you think there should be a merge of him going to be the VP? This is another statement that Kwankwaso is saying again. Say, I like Igbo, but they are bottom of the ladder in politics. And in all fairness, you know that the Igbo tribe have been divided over this. Surprisingly so that, you think they will all come together for Peter Obi, but they are divided. Some are going for ATIKU, some are going for Tinubu, and some are going for Peter Obi. Do you think that this is something that we should consider, as being that the Igbo race have not even come together as the Northerns would do to push Peter Obi? What's your submission on Kwankwaso's offer to Peter Obi?
Yeah, thank you so very much. For me, all those ones they are just saying is not going to make any difference in this movement. Peter Obi don't need all these people. It does not matter, even though they are from North, does not matter. There's a lot of movement for Peter Obi in the North. From East, from South, from West in Nigeria, there is movement already for Peter Obi. Peter Obi don't need anything to merge with. The only person I would have accepted him to merge with is Omoyele Sowore. There's an activist. Apart from Omoyele Sowore, all these political betrayers, Peter Obi don't need them. He should not merge with any of them. Let it continue like this, and you will see at the long run, from next year, maybe January from next year, most of those people you are talking about now, they don't have choice. They will join this race. You understand? So this all those Kwankwaso that said Peter Obi should come under him, who have more movement compared to him and Peter Obi. Now, if we say we should check it, Peter Obi have more movement more than him. He is only known in the North. He only covered in the north side of a part of Nigeria. He does not have any fame in other part of Nigeria, in the east, in the south, on the west. So Peter Obi cover all those areas. So is more advantage for Peter Obi. He's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be the vice president to Peter Obi. He's supposed to be negotiating for that. So I don't see any reason for all those people to come out and say this, that. All those things they are just saying is just bullshit. Peter Obi should stand firm. We are with him. The people are with him. The youth are with him. You understand? So that is just the fact. All those ones that they are saying is because they are scared of the movement. That's why all those hopefuls, they are coming out to say all kinds of things that they are saying. So Peter Obi, there's nothing they can do about this moving train. It's unstoppable. So thank you so very much, my sister.
Okay, thank you very much for that submission, Brother Nice. Mr. Machiavelli.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Ima. Right, on this issue of Obi and Kwankwaso, right, let's get this fact. Obi, I'm giving him a golden opportunity to become my VP. That's a very strange statement. I must respect him. You know, he's a political figure. We understand, and in the North, Rabi Kwankwaso is he's a high profile. But for justice, for kind of equity, fairness here, let's be frank to ourselves. The Northerners have been in power for 8 years. And because of the way our politics has been, we just want to make it look as if to be fair. And these people has been longing for decades to rule the country. And if we allow this thing it shows that let's show a kind of an equilibrium here. That's what we're trying to do. But if Kwankwaso is trying to look at, because he's a powerhouse in the North, because I watched his statement on Arise when he was being interviewed by Shehu Akimbaloye. He was speaking on the fact that the Northerners, they have the way of voting. This is because you have always inculcated things in their head, and these people does not have their free right to exercise their franchise. And another thing they are doing is what we call voter suppression. How can you suppress the voter and know their mind and say they are not going to vote for you? This is not nice. You cannot come to the South and say the South will not vote for you, because these people are always, ahead of you. So, and in a way, I do not see this thing as fairness here. For me personally, I would tell Obi not to go. Let everybody go on the playing field. Let us see ourselves. Let us see how popular we are. Let us go down to the field. You stay your own, I'll stay my own. Let everybody do their campaign. Because what he was talking, when he was talking, being interviewed, he knew how important Obi is. They can see the wave. So he is also trying to make sure that he gets Obi to his camp. He knows that. So I'm looking at it today. I think he's also afraid, because he was saying on the social media, Obi is gaining ground, but he cannot, on the social media does not determine what plays on ground. But it's already playing, sir. You already know, because if it's not a headache to you, why are you making it known in a television station? If this guy is not popular, the way you're saying it is popular on social media, I can see this. You were just looking at it like the Southeast. You were trying to make you, the Northerner, superior over to those in the South. This is what has been playing, and the dynamics is changing, and that is why they are getting worried. And I know some of my Northern brothers who understand that we have to look at the equity and the fairness of this whole political process. They need to understand how important it is to also say, let's give chance to this Peter Obi, because your brother has been in power and nothing to write home about. We have not had the dividend to democracy. It's always been a problem. So if Rabi moves or Kwankwaso want to also have the respect of every Nigerian or every electorate, he should just say, okay, Obi, well, you know what? I will allow you to go. Maybe in the next 8 years, I can become. So Nigerians will see it. And I think he will gain more of the respect, other than just saying, well, I'm offering you a plot, I'm giving you a gold for you to be my VP. How, sir? I'm not disrespecting you, but you are disrespecting us as electorate, that we don't have a mouth to speak. How dare will you tell us that nobody will vote for him in the no? Who told you that? That is a clear violation of voter suppression. You cannot use that language. You should, the electorate should decide whether they like you or not, or whatever you are doing. So Obi being trendy right now is because of the way our political system is, and the way the Nigerian political process has not been giving fairness to other ethnicity to thrive. How can you just be north and you guys become the power player? They are our brothers. We're not accusing them, but they also have to understand that the dynamics has changed. But don't shift. You cannot be playing 4-4-2, 4-4-2, 4-4-2. We need to play 4-3-3 now, because that is what we are doing. And I urge all our brothers and sisters, whether you are north, south, east, or west, this is not because of Obi. This is about we Nigerians having a say towards our democracy. We cannot say we are democratic in nature, but yet we cannot actually speak for ourselves as citizens living in a democratic country. This is just absolutely nonsense to me. You cannot just say, I'm offering you. Who gave you the right to offer him? You belong to another party. If you're asking for something, you should be saying, Obi, you are my brother, not saying, I'm offering you a golden opportunity. Who told you it's a golden opportunity? It's not even silver, not even zinc. You should do your own now. Let us also do our own. I respect him as a leader in the north. I'm not disrespecting him, but he shouldn't disrespect us as electorate to say, I'm offering him. He should come and join me. He should come. Sir, you are a public servant, for crying out loud. You shouldn't tell us, you shouldn't tell the voters, and that is just wrong for him. And I just think people should see that as somebody who is being dictatorial now. You want to tell somebody this is how you have to run it, you have to be president, people have to no. We don't want that. Everything has to be diplomatic, but the way you are going towards it now, this is not diplomatic, because looking at him, the way he was talking, he has too much enviness. He thinks like he can do it. There's no other person apart from him. It doesn't work that way in a democratic system. We need everybody. They said the number speaks in politics, but he's already gaining the numbers. Obi is already gaining it. Whether on the social media, whether on ground, the movement is moving. It's giving you guys headache. That is why you guys are trying to align with it. He was calling you guys saying, oh, no. Now you are coming to national TV to say you are offering him a platter of gold. Which platter of gold? Oga, we don't want zinc. We don't want copper. We don't want nothing. You go and do your own. Let Obi go and do their own. Let us see ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that submission, Mr. McAveni. You know, Mr. McAveni said something that we cannot have another northern, with the state of the country, you would think that this is going to be a good time for us to truly come together as one Nigeria, as we've been proclaiming from the from onset. We come together and say, who is going to fix this country? Who can fix this country? Let's come together and do this. I am still confused as to why the likes of Tinubu is running. So you are not even physically strong. You can't even stand it. Then you have the likes of ATIKU. Nigerians don't trust any northerner because of you, our leaders in politics. We don't trust. It's every northerner we see now is like a suspect to us. They've created that divide. So if we've gotten to that place,
sorry, Ms. Ima. Sorry, Ms. Ima, to what you just said, let me just tell you, the reason why you're having this thing is because Rabiu Kwankwaso is not only just talking. He has his team, especially the engineer of all the NPP team. Is no other person like Alhaji Buba Galadima. Galadima has always been somebody who gives the Nigerian who they want to vote for. He did it for ATIKU. He did it for the current president. He has, if you go and watch Galadima, he has always said that this is what they've tried. They've tried tribe, they've tried ethnicity, they've tried this thing. Who are you, Buba Galadima, to always tell us what you have tried? And this is why he is doing it. He's engineering Kwankwaso to become, because he has been saying it even before the emergence of when Kwankwaso emerged. He has been the person shifting from one place to another, engineering this kind of thing. So Buba Galadima should not be the person dictating for whoever wants to come to power. It is the Nigerian people, and thank God he's the one saying it, that they are tired of it, that the Nigerians want a better government. But now, why are you not saying that everybody should kill on Kwankwaso? I know it's your principle, I must respect that. But you are not the electorate to decide who they want to vote for. But Buba Galadima is the one that is saying now, this is the person Nigerians must vote for.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Mr. Kennedy, good morning to you, sir. It's good to have you on the show today. Thank you for joining us.
Excuse me. Good morning. I won't be long because I'm already preparing to go to work. But first of all, I don't know if it's okay. I just contributed my little quota, little amount of money to Niger Watch because of the issue at hand.
Oh,
Because
thank
of
you. Oh,
yes,
thank you very much, sir.
yes.
We truly
Thank you
do
very much.
appreciate the contribution
Okay.
from you and from
Thank
others
you.
that are also intending to do so. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please go on.
So about the Kwankwaso. Anyway, the fact is, I don't know where he got the impetus to say what he's saying. He's saying that Peter Obi should become his running mate. I think he's still living in denial. The revolution is coming. That's what I'm saying. It's not time for heavy permutation, political permutation. Revolution is coming, but according to Nigeria people, it go over them. They never see what they come. It's coming with full force. This is a hurricane. It's coming. So I think I blame the southern stakeholders too, because initially they were doing their best by saying the presidency should come to the south. But when the PDP decided to zone the presidency to the north, they became toothless. They were unable to do anything. I think the problem is starting from our political stakeholders. They have to take a stand. The presidency should come to the south, because 8 years of presidency in the north, and look at the disastrous situation of the country right now. I think we should wait for some time. Let's see what is going to happen. Even there's a political revolution in the north. The youths are gunning for Mr. Peter Obi. Let's wait a little bit. He's just talking. He's coming to beg us later to join the Obi movement. Let's wait and see what is going to happen. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for that submission. Well, let's hope that is the case, and I hope he's not sabotaging Mr. Peter Obi's vote, already, because these are words that shouldn't be taken lightly. To the campaigners and conveners of Peter Obi, I think we should double up. I think you people should double up on on everything you're doing, especially in the northern axis. Good day, Alaji Sani Chan. Good day to you. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, good day. I greet
Okay,
everyone.
sir.
What I say about the Kwankwaso, I think that Nigeria already see that Kwankwaso is one of those who doesn't want Nigeria to progress. Maybe all those cabal and outlaws, they don't buy it off. So no need to waste time for Kwankwaso of 18. They can't stop Nigeria. They have only one vote. If you decided to change Nigerian attitude today, Kwankwaso cannot stop it. So everybody should forget about Kwankwaso and move on. That is my contribution. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that submission, sir. Our next slide is on Tribune. We have here police arrest woman for pushing down 14-year-old house help from four-story building in Onitsha. I can't believe that such barbaric act is still taking place. The Anambra State Police Command have arrested a suspected 29-old woman, a very young woman at that, Mrs. Owana Nnenna, for attempted murder of her house help. The State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Ikenga Tochukwu, who disclosed this in a statement in Accra on Sunday, said that the suspect pushed the victim, Ms. Ijoma Wanfo, a native of Achala in the Accra North local government area, when she was beating her. He said the suspect, Mrs. Nena, is a native of Nado in Anambra East local government area, and that the incident happened in Olu Street, Akwa Onitsha. I think there's enough bloodshed already. I think there is enough. The government is giving us enough. We shouldn't have to deal with things like this. We shouldn't have to deal with things like this. Oh my God. Okay, we're moving on to the Guardian. In what has okay, 2023 collection. This is from the Guardian. This is from the Guardian. 2023 coalition warns Tinubu on risks of losing Northern Christians. They've come out to say, sir, if you take Muslim tickets, that you are going to be losing Christian votes. And so this body, I don't know why. Well, people are entitled to have their own candidates. People are entitled to own their own candidates. But I hope the body as a whole are not telling people. So if Tinubu comes out with a Christian running mate, that is to say that he's going to have people. Please give me a minute, my people. There's a story here I wanted us. There's a story here I wanted us to touch, and it's about the killings. It's about the killings happening in with the priest. I don't know how many people have followed. Two Edo Catholic priests were killed. I think that happened yesterday or the day before yesterday, but that story is out there in the news, and um, they've come out. Clergymen are coming out. There's a story on that, they coming out to say you need to stop killing. You need to stop killing. You need to stop killing the priest. And they're coming. And Adeboye made a statement over the weekend saying that was it Adeboye? Yes, saying I never asked Christians to buy gun. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, you were a bit going off,
Can
but
you
we
hear
can hear
me?
you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Adeboye has come out to say that he didn't ask Christians to buy gun against what was said in the news, and the other the Catholic priest Kegama has also come out to say that the killings of priests, it is becoming a norm now for priests to be adopted, and none of these people are telling their pastors, their priests, or their church members to be harmed. They are only saying be careful, and I think that is not realistic enough. How else do you want them to be careful when you are saying that they should not carry arms? There is a pandemic of priest killing going on in Nigeria, and it looks like the federal government, of course, we are not expecting them to do anything because they've shown that they are in for it. What would you advise our people to do when they are going for service? What would you advise people to do? Brother Nice, this is for you first. No, Brother Nice, please hold on. There's someone I jumped to speak with, Mr. Kennedy. Okay, that's Alaji. Oh, he has said something. Okay, Brother Nice, please take the floor. What would you advise that these people do? Because I don't think we should go to church on a Sunday or a weekday and we have weapons scattered everywhere. What would be the need of even going to service if you have to be looking over your shoulder? every 2 seconds.
Yeah, thank you so very much. I think the last time we spoke, I told you about a pastor that went to church with his weapon after that Owo massacre. I said it before. This is the time members have to be going to church with their weapon. If before you leave your house, go to service, make sure you hold 1 or 2 things with you. You understand? Even in the United States of America, people do it. When they are going, because when there is insecurity like this, killing people indiscriminately, people need to, you cannot say you will not leave your house anymore. You will not go to church. So if you are going to church, you yourself, you have to be prepared. If you are going out, going to a market, you have to be prepared. This is part of the self-defense I'm talking about. Nigeria have become in the state, we are already in the state of Somali. I told them before. So Nigeria is like a country where we don't have government. It's like a banana republic right now. So the people are their own security now, right now. Our leaders, they are not ready, and they are accomplice with all these evil people. So that is why they keep silent. You understand? So that pastor, he went to church after that war massacre. He went to church with his weapon. He said, he said if they are coming for him, him himself is ready. He himself is waiting for them. So I think that is the way for them to go now. All these Adeboye, you are calling their names.
But how
why are they not advising?
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
These are all those BB pastors that you are talking about, that they don't talk to their members. They don't advise them of what to do. Because our big pastors, they are accomplice with our government. Those are people that is eating money from the public treasury. So they are scared to talk to even the government to do something. Then they know that they don't work on the street. You will not see them working on the street. They are not the common man. They have their private jet. They don't care about their members. You understand? So even though you are just one of their members now, they will only come out on the television. You don't even see them speak about it. You understand? It's not their problem. As far as they have their own security. They have mobile. They have their private jet. They don't work on the street. They are not easy to be kidnapped. So they don't care about the common man on the street. Even their member, they don't care. Those pastors, African pastors, especially Nigerian pastors, no. They are even worse. They are even more worse than our government. These people. Wow. I'm very, very angry with our pastors. I'm a Christian, but the way I see Christianity in other part of the world is not the same way they practice it in Nigeria. Nigeria Christianity is money. If you have money, they care about you. They look at your face. If you don't have money, that person you should go and die. That's Nigeria Christianity.
All right, thank you very much for that, Brother Nice. Thank you very much. This is from Mr. Kennedy. It says, our pastors have no integrity. That looks like a discussion for another day. Mr. Machiavelli, how realistic is it with our priests or Christians going to church with arms? They're not coming out to say protect yourself or be harmed. I mean, let's be realistic. When you say protect yourself and you're also coming out to say, I did not say anybody should buy guns or carry guns, what then are you really saying? So what should I carry? Should I hold stick? Should I hold fork? Should I hold spoon? What are you saying? What's your submission to the back and forth from Pastor Adeboye and the incessant killings of the priests? Almost like every Sunday or every week, 2 or 3 or 5 priests are killed, scattered all over the nation.
Well, thank you for this great question. First of all, like what Mr. Kennedy said, I do support that 100%. They lack integrity. Now, do we live in a country where the Constitution exists? The answer is yes. Do we have the right to worship? The answer is yes. So as a citizen, you have the right, and it's guaranteed by the Constitution. Now, if we have a body called CAN, the Christian Association of Nigeria, who didn't deem it necessary that the Christians are being slaughtered day in, day out, I am not calling for violence. I am opposing to kind of thing. You don't tell when you are not people who make laws, or you're not in authority. You don't have the right to make laws for people to carry gun. That is a violation, and I don't support that. What I support, this Christian Association of Nigeria, who has not deemed it necessary to file a petition to the National Assembly of why the rights of Christians are being slaughtered. Now they cannot guarantee them of their right, of their safety. Then why are we living in the country? Then I think also, why are they not, calling on the other side of the other religions and say, let us all sit down, let us have a meeting, let us address this nonsense, But you see these people, when it comes to presidential election, these people are endorsing, they are making prophecies. Why are you doing this? You are not even protecting your own citizens. And these are people who are called our leaders. They're all part of it. Because on the Christian side, on the Muslim side, they are responsible for they should be responsible for the safety of for the well-being of their members. I call for them to have a national, what is called a national dialogue. Let everybody sit down, irrespective of the tribe. I think the Muslim community, the Muslim leaders can also sit down. The clerics will sit down with the Christian clerics, and they all talk about what is actually going on. Let us find a solution to it. And should protest to the National Assembly. Why is this thing happening? Why? You need to tell them. You said, why would you tell them to buy a gun? Who gave you that right to say, go and buy a gun to defend yourself? In every country, nobody dare do that, because you are causing a chaos into the system. Because democratic, and you cannot, there is a government that is in place there, and there is a constitution. If you remove that, then that place, that country is going to be seen in the country a state of anarchy, which we don't want it to degenerate into. So I think there's an urgent review on this thing, so that they sit and they find a peaceful solution to resolve this kind of case, because it's deteriorating. Because you are the more they're keeping quiet. Sorry.
You're more about the constitution, because it's not stated in the constitution. It's not right. But the constitution is not even working.
Yes, because we have. Yes,
because we still hold on to a system that is not working. I want us to be as realistic as possible. Even the petition will be trashed. Nothing is going to be done. Our chances of anything being done or us being heard will be taking away this government, will be another government, which is why we are doing all of this. But until then, what happens? This week, I am certain I will be reporting the death of another priest. Or even much more than one. So what do we do until then? Do we keep dying because of constitution? Please, I would like for you to hold on. Let some other person take this. We are almost getting to our 1 hour. I'll get back to you for a 1 minute submission, please, Mr. Machiavelli. Mr. Kennedy, if you'd like to talk on this, please unmute your mic.
Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Machiavelli is speaking from the side of legality. I think he's right. Because there's a supposed constitution, but what the moderator is saying is equally right, because the constitution is not working. And in the same situation, the same country where Mr. Machiavelli wants the constitution to be respected, is the same country where some Fulani men and women are carrying AK-47 and they are going unchallenged. I think why I wrote on the comment section that our Christians or pastors have no integrity. I wanted to use a stronger word, like they have no balls, So they suppose, like most big men in the churches, the elders, most of them have licenses for guns, and they have licensed guns. Why don't they take their guns to the church? They should take their guns to the church, and I think they should encourage their members who are financially buoyant to apply for licenses, so that they can be given licenses and procure guns and take to the church. And if they have guns in the church, if your attackers know that you are ready to and you are armed, it will be very difficult. At least it will be reduced to maybe 50-60%. They'll be afraid to come to the church because they will be attacked and killed too. So I think in a situation like this, where the government is doing nothing about it, The constitution is there. The government is not implementing the articles of the constitution. So everything is going, everything is bizarre. I think the pastors should summon enough courage to, encourage their members to protect themselves. Well, how do they, like Madam has just said, how do they protect themselves? Is it by carrying sticks? How are they going to protect themselves when people are coming with AK-47s? And then protecting yourself, either you have knives or you have guns, you have licensed guns. The people should go for licensed guns. I think people should be, ask the government, give them licenses, let them carry guns to the churches and protect themselves. That's what I see. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for that submission. I'd like to say something to that, Mr. Kennedy. I think last year or 2 years back, the government recalled licensed guns. They recalled whatever reason they gave. It wasn't so much of a problem then, but now it's making sense why they called back all those guns. I would look for that news and I'll bring it here to you guys tomorrow. They recalled guns. So people that used to have guns, I'm not sure the number has drastically reduced because they traced all of that data to get back those guns.
Yes, when they were
Uh,
recalling those guns. Sorry, my brother. I don't. Somebody wanted it. When they were recalling those
yeah,
guns, those of us that were privy to the way this government operates knew that they were going to take away those guns and allow their people to come with their guns, and that is what exactly happened. So you cannot just mop up the guns. They were mopping up. I think that was during the transmission period. That man that was always saying transmission, transition, transmission. That the IG. So when they were taking back those guns, we know that they wanted to take back the guns so that they will not be, they'll be attacking us unchallenged. I think that is what happened. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very
Miss
much for
Ima, I
that.
wanted to say something quickly.
Okay, brother, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I want to give an instance. When we were growing up, we grew up with a dad that our dad, he has almost about 3 rifles in his house, and those 3 rifles is licensed. You understand? So that, even let me say, all that neighborhood, almost everybody in that neighborhood, all the men, they have weapon, and that is licensed. So what they do, they used to go to nearby station, to give the report to the police that they still have those guns with them. They always do it every year or twice in a year. You understand? So because that thing it was very regular in that time. That is about 92, 90 something. Is that because of that, thieves are even scared to come to individual houses to rob people, because they know that everybody in the it's very difficult to find a house where someone don't have a gun. You understand? So I don't know how this whether they took all those guns from all those people or they are not allowed to have it anymore, where people can just come to somebody's house and slaughter people for no. So me, when it comes to that gun home, and with that, and I always say it every day, let them harm them and let them be licensed. They can be
All
checkmating them
right.
with the police.
All right.
So
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, brother. Nice. We'll move on to Alaji Sanichan. Alaji, please, when speaking, you please be much more audible. People in the comment section are they're complaining of your tone, so please take it up some more. Thank you. You have the floor to make your submission, please.
All right. Right now, everybody has said that Nigeria have turned to something else. So, for my own understanding, I think that church will begin to think to have their own personal security, especially during the church service. Everybody cannot carry gun. Even old mama, old women in church, how do they defend themselves? I don't know. So I think they will pick a good security. They will guide the church. Each church in Nigeria, because no church is safe now. Even those one in village, those one in town, no one is safe. So for Pastor Collins, for everybody to buy gun, the situation will be worse. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that submission. That's actually very that's insightful. When you said that, it just clicked. You see, for those of us that watched the live show on Saturday of one of our staff, leftists. You noticed when the rep came, he had security. I'm looking at it, these politicians, one will walk around with 10, 5, no, 5 is too little. If one person can be guided with that much security, how much more a whole establishment? And I hope this idea, I would like to be positive that there's just 1% of them who would want all of these killings to stop, or who would want to do something about it but just don't know how to. This is rather a good solution. Let's mount security personnel. Let's reduce the ones that all of these politicians have. I mean, if you had even make the place a better place, you won't be needing to walk around with thugs and this much security. So if you would have that much security outfit, securing or safeguarding just one person, how much more a group of people, a community of people, the churches, the mosques. Yes, that is a good one. Let's have all of these people planted at the stations. It will go a long way, but we know that that might not be implemented. We just might have to suggest this to the incoming government. Analysis. What do we do? What do we do? Mr. Collins, thank you for joining us today. Please
Yeah,
unmute yourself and make your submission.
yeah. Good evening, Mrs. Emma, and also good evening the panel, and good evening to the listeners as well. And I heard what everybody is saying, like Mr. Machiavelli and Mr. Kennedy is talking. They said everything, but one thing I want people to understand when it comes to Nigeria, in terms of killing and everything, I think our pastors are. Like he said that they don't have integrity. Actually, they don't have integrity because that is one thing that is holding Nigeria, because the pastors have a lot to contribute. But when it comes to Nigeria, where the pastors have put in frame people's mind to think in that direction, that everything that God is going to do everything for you, then they have made that mind to every Nigerian to believe that you can't do anything for you. No, they are doing it because they want to do. They are doing it for their own self. Because when a pastor begin to tell you that you can acquire God on your own, or you can start doing things on your own, him also start losing congregation. Because when I begin to know that I can do something on myself without even going to church or without even going to anything, then the congregation will start reducing. But once pastors will keep telling you, even in Nigeria, you see people, when you are sick, they will tell you you can only be healed. You pray, God will heal you. God have already provided solution. That is why we have hospital. Then it's in Nigeria, when you see people, the transformer will spoil. People will go to pray to God, say we need the God provide transformer. There is a transformer already. Go and buy a new one and fix. There are so many things, because they have brainwashed people's mind, keep thinking that God must come and do it for you. Until we remove ourselves from this shell or that kind of frame of mind of thinking that God must come from heaven to fight a battle for us, God must come from heaven to do all these things. And that is why you see politicians keep taking us for granted, because average Nigeria believe that you have to fold your hands and pray to God that, God, please let my enemies die. No, you're the enemy. You are the one that go to fight your enemy. Even in Israel, they went and fight their enemy. God loved them so much. But at the end of the day, they still will be the one to go to the front and fight that battle, not God. God is not from heaven sending thunder to go and fire their enemy. They have to be the one to fight it. So until they will come out from that kind of bondage, then you see Nigeria moving forward. So all this killing, you see people coming out killing people. Nothing stops somebody as if you're a citizen of Nigeria, if you know you can be able to acquire gun in the rightful way, get a gun. If you are going to your church, you can go to church with a gun. So far as you are going there with a good intention, you can go in, but they won't tell you. And when it comes to most of all these, our pastors are very scared. They can't even say something. They say something, if you begin to put pressure on them, they will retrieve their word. You understand? So they can't even stick on their word. Like Adeboye says something. What makes you to retrieve your word? Stick on what you said. Nobody's going to kill you. Stick on what you said. Nobody's going to kill you. So, but because of all of them are bought by politicians, so they don't have, when you have said your freedom, you have said yourself to people, you don't have any right again. So people will start riding you the way they want. So for me, all these people, they keep telling people we should pray, we should do this. You see, in every time something happen, killing people, even they are keep people in a war, you see their members going praying to God. God, how please save us from this kind of tragedy. No, you don't need God to save you. If you see those people on the road, kill them. Because for me, I don't pray for myself, say, God, kill my enemy. Instead of my enemy to kill me, I'll kill you first. Because at the end of the day, if that person kill me tomorrow and go back and say, God, forgive me, God has forgiven that person. No. So instead of my enemy to kill me, I kill you first. So until they start telling their members they should stand for themselves, stand for themselves. When you say people they should stand for themselves, it's not something bad. So when you encourage them, go out, stand for yourself. Don't allow anybody to take your life. You understand? If you have any means, you can protect yourself. Protect yourself in that means. Don't go wait for one kind corner and be praying to God. God, cover me with your Holy Spirit. Cover me. No. God will do that because heaven help those who help themselves. If you are not helping yourself, how do you expect heaven to help you? You have to also assist yourself
Right.
first before all that thing can happen. So that is my own little contribution for now. I yield back to the panel.
Okay, thank you very much for that submission, Mr. Collins. I thank you for joining in today. I actually do appreciate you. Thank you very much. Please, guys, the likes are not matching up to the numbers of people we have watching us right now. So please just take out a second. It's a second. I need to cost you nothing. So just click on the like button. Please click on the like, click on the like. We need this broadcast to travel far and wide. We need so much range on this. So please help us like, share, turn on your notification, and invite someone to join us on this platform. I'm giving a special shout out to my people over here. um, Thank you very much for joining in today, Kachi. Thank you, Israel Asemota. Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you to Sonia Alex. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you to Mark Irabo. Thank you very much. Thank you to Father Evangelist Man of God. Thank you. Thank you to Naomi Bella. Thank you. Thank you to Agugon Victor Ikenna. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you to Pretty Favor Owe. Thank you very much. Thank you to Jeku Ibezim. We really do appreciate you. Thank you. Join us again tomorrow. Thank you, Okoro Daniel. It's good having you here. Maria Palmer Agor. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for joining us today. To my panelists, please, you have your 1 minute submission on for Nigerians. Your 1 minute submission. Starting with Brother Nice, please.
Yeah, my lovely Nigerians, I speak to you all. This is not time to sleep. This is not time to wait for God, that God will come from heaven to defend you. Don't let all those people deceive you. Don't let all those pastors deceive you that God is going to come to defend your life. It's absolute lie. You people should take your destiny to your hands. Don't let someone take your life away from you. Your life is precious. Because people that is in 6 feet now, they cannot come back and cry to their government. People like those ones they kill in the war. I'm telling you guys, be at alert. If it's a knife, if it's a fork, anything that you have, that you know that anybody is a threat to you, before you take your life away, if you can kill, it's a law of self-defense. You understand? So me, I don't have time for all those one, the medicine after death. I don't have time for that. Nigerians, we are not cowards. So you people should know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Kennedy, your 1 minute submission to Nigerians. Mr. Kennedy? Okay, moving away. Mr. Collins, your 1 minute submission, please.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. Like another thing I want to say is that when people talk about the constitution, I don't think that the constitution there is also, we have a constitution who also
Mr.
work on
Collins,
just.
your line is really breaking. Please.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you
Yes,
hear me
this is
now?
better.
Okay, yeah. I said
Yes,
for
please.
me, constitution, most of the constitution is working in Nigeria. It's just that people are not implementing them. You know, when people are not implementing them, it shows that maybe it's not working. But in terms of constitution, we have a little constitution that is also work against all those things that people that are carrying or killing people. But because of nobody's implementing the constitution or all those laws, so it makes people to go work when they do something, they work freely. So all I'm encouraging people, because you know what how the constitution works in Nigeria and how law works in Nigeria. So don't allow anybody to kill you before going to court. Be the first person to kill that person. Then if it takes you to court, when you get there, you know how to face it. So don't allow anybody to deceive you. Don't go do anything to protect yourself. If you have any means to protect yourself, do it. So that is my own little contribution again. I yield back to the panel.
All right. All right. Thank you very much for that submission, Mr. Collins. Mr. Machiavelli, your submission, please.
Thank you very much to the concerned citizens around the globe. Please do not let anything push you to take laws into your hands. Violence is not good. I just think democratic process should take place. But because the reason why you're having this thing is because we have leaders who are clueless, who does not understand how political process goes. If the 3 tiers arm of government is working, the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary are independent and I'm working fluent, I'm working correctly, I just think an economy or a system can stand. But because these people has no clue on how a country can move or being governed, and that is why you see this kind of fundamental rights are just being broken. And especially to the the Christian Association of Nigeria, you are not doing enough to protect your own your fellow members, because this is you are a body that regulates everything concerning to the Christian doctrines. But now you are seeing this kind of atrocity. Why don't you urge your followers to protest, or you be the leaders to protest to the National Assembly to stop this kind of nonsense happening in a society? For us Nigerians, it is time for us to now understand what is a proper democracy is. And how do you do it? Is by electing people who are effective, who understand what the rule of law is, who understand what fundamental right is, who understand you as the electorate are the most important people in a given political system. With all this, I urge you to vote the right person and make sure that you have a change in the economy. Thank you very much. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that, Mr. Machiavelli. Mr. Kennedy, back to you, sir. Your 1 minute submission to Nigerians.
Thank you very much, Madam Producer. I think they've all said it. It's an encouragement. The pastors should encourage their followers to protect themselves. And protecting themselves, they should apply for licenses to be able to carry guns so that they can protect themselves. There are a lot of people, like 4/10 people in the church carrying guns. I think the invaders will be scared of coming to the churches to kill them, just like that, without being challenged. So that's my submission. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very, very much for that submission. Thank you to all the panelists today. You guys did amazing, although you guys joined me a bit late. I know you're still adjusting to the new time. Our newspaper review is now 10 a.m. as against 9 a.m. Please remember that. Endeavor to join us 10 a.m. every day for newspaper review, 5 p.m. from Monday to Thursday for discussions, and Friday debate, 6 p.m. only on Niger Watch platform. We speak the undiluted truth to power. Have a blessed day. And thank you to those watching, and thank you to those watching. Thank you to those on my comment section. Thank you to each and every one of you. Please don't forget to like this broadcast. You, my panelists, once you go off, please go back to the video and like this this broadcast. The more you like this broadcast, the more YouTube will recommend this broadcast to people. So please help this platform to be easily accessible by every other person, by others. This broadcast, as Mommy Diaspora as rightly said, is not just for just you, it's for each and every one of us, it's for all of us. So I was saying thank you to Niger Watch family and the Niger Watch team. Thank you very much. Have a
Madam
good
Ima,
day.
Madam Ima, sorry, just 1 second. Mr.
Yes.
Just want to make an information to Mr. Kennedy. Can you just look on the comment section, Mr. Kennedy, please, sir? With all due respect, please, sir. Just look on I just wrote a message there on the private chat. You can go on, Mrs. Ima.
Okay. You need to censor it because. All right then, my people. It's been amazing seeing you. I'll see you same time tomorrow, 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Don't forget. Have a wonderful week. I wish you a better week this day. And to those in Nigeria, please stay safe and be very, very vigilant. Don't forget, God will do his part. You have your own part to do too. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.